You just showed up for relationship advice with Daddy Jorbs. Alright, Twitch chat. Ask Daddy Jorbs your relationship questions. Dear Daddy Jorbs, my teenage son. Am I qualified to Nobody's qualified to give relationship advice. That's not a thing you're qualified or not qualified to do. You just all make shit up as we go along. Obviously. Remove 2 is so appealing, but 100 gold is probably better, but I'm gonna remove 2 anyway. Fuck the haters. Do a weekly bit as Daddy Jorbs, you coward. Dear Daddy Jorbs, I feel like Writhing Mass is too clingy. Should I dump her? I don't think you're in a relationship with Writhing Mass. I think you can dump or not dump Writhing Mass as you please, and it will have no effect on the actual world. I'm sorry. Dear Daddy Jorbs, my wife makes way more money than me. At what point is it appropriate to ask her if I can just be her stay-at-home sugar baby? I think that's a conversation you can have in a relationship. I mean, you have to actually, like, do shit when you stay at home, but... I want to be a stay-at-home sugar daddy. Sounds awesome. I could get so good at making nachos. Oh my god. That's all I would do all day. I'd just make nachos. Honestly, I'm jealous of my hypothetical wife in this scenario. True Heart, thanks for the 27 months. Wear a sexy maid outfit. I mean, you can't improve on perfection. Doesn't matter what I wear. Sever Soul is not unplayable. It does deal 8 damage per energy, which is slightly better than the other shit I have. It's a slime boss act, so its mode actually kind of matters. I'm gonna take a Sever Soul. Nope. My hot girlfriend can't beat Spire. When should you dump her? It sounds like you could, like, interact with her and like play Spire together. And maybe she would get to a point where she could beat it. And if not, yeah, I mean, some relationships just aren't meant to be. I sure have but a lot of 2-cost attacks on my deck. We'd like to be a cat girl mama with a sugar husband. It sounds pretty sweet. I respect it. It makes sense to me. Dear Daddy Jorbs, my wife's boyfriend hasn't been coming over as often as, and I've had to miss one of your streams because of it. How do I ask my wife's boyfriend to come over more often so I don't have to miss your stream? Just like that. You communicated it perfectly. You're just asking the wrong person. Ink bottle Snecko oil. A Warcry? That vulnerable potion was nice. My deck kind of sucks. Deck needs an anger real bad. Take a Warcry. Daddy Jorbs is only wanting to date people who have the correct answer to what's your favorite species of shark. Too narrow-minded. What's the It's like the something of small differences, the intolerance of small differences. I feel like it's a different word. The idea that if you live in a cultural group where people have mostly similar traits, you start to like you still have conflict, but it's just over smaller things. I forget what it's called. I don't know. I feel like dating right now is if you can find someone who agrees with you that sharks really exist, it's probably like nice. Sharks are a deep state op. I just play a Whirlwind for 36 damage. Probably. Sharks were invented by the CIA in the 6 days? Yeah, exactly. Dear Daddy Jorbs, how do I ask my girlfriend to use fox airs around the house without sounding weird? Is this like a kink, or is it... Just use a voice that isn't weird. Rebash and uppercut. It was a pretty good snack oil, huh? Snack oil does okay sometimes. I could add a 4-cost attack to my deck that's full of 2-cost attacks. I'm certainly going to take a lot of damage. I'm into it. Dear Daddy Jorbs, why? We gotta talk about something. Just like Buddy Holly. Your wife keeps hogging all the blankets. I buy more, but she still takes them to her side of the bed, and you're worried if this continues, the bed will break one night, and then you'll be cold on the floor. How many blankets do you have so far? Did I just reflexively click on Bottle Lightning and not realizing Warcry is the only non-basic skill? I'm happy to bottle a Warcry. It's fine. Obviously, it is not a particularly good Bottle Lightning. This deck sucks, by the way. It's very bad. Cool. Easy game. How can a deck that starts with Warcry automatically every single fight be bad? Like this. This way. Nice. Good mob bank. Oh, it's a run of Slip Spire. I think this is a very easy seeing red. I'm pretty sure that was better than Brimstone. I'm not actually 100%. Not actually 100%. This question mark is a hallway fight. That's not good. That's not good for us. 24 plus 8. That is lethal, right? Yeah. You're looking forward to the silent run? I don't know, maybe Blood for Blood will save me here? God, I have a Blood for Blood against Slime Boss. What am I doing? What is happening here? What a mess. I kind of want to take the Rampage. This is a 1-cost attack. Yeah, let's take the Rampage. Just gonna draw it again anyway. Kind of looks like a speedrun deck. Is that a good thing? We're gaining health. My health is going up in hard hallway fights. Havoc hits Blood for Blood and Whirlwind. I have a Warcry already. Go for it. Dear Daddy Jorbs, I want to start wearing a wizard hat to work, but you're not sure if it will be appropriate. I've already tried wearing a cloak, but people just stare at me like I'm crazy. Do you have any tips on how to incorporate my love of wizardry into my everyday life? I mean, it sounds like you're doing everything right. To be honest. Rage, a very powerful card when you also have a 4-cost attack in your hand. Little wizard figurines would be great. Jorbs merch. Someone get Hannah on the phone. The only thing better than a Blood for Blood against Slime Boss is spot weakness against Slime Boss. That's my opinion. It's another Warcry. Deck just refuses to die. It has a lot of uncommons in it. It's actually not that bad. You might not believe me, but it's actually kind of okay. I still use the weighted blanket I bought a while as a sub-goal. If technically it's on the floor of my bedroom right now, but like, that's technically. It sort of started to heat up, and it isn't. Feels a little bit less comfy now that it's heated up a bit. Like the weather, you know. Recently stopped using your weighted blanket because you have sleep apnea. Does that not work for some reason? I don't understand the relationship between the two, I guess. You hate spring and summer so much. Yeah. Genuinely though, what the fuck? That's good. That's a good turn 1 of the split. Excuse me? Well, I guess I'm no longer alive. This can't attack me again, right? Those ones can. Man, genuinely got pretty close there. I did not have the best of luck with the slimes after the split. Getting attacked 4 out of 4 times there is just not lucky. Would have been such a miserable act 2? Nah, we get 1 energy in this deck's golden. Whirlwind for 4, end turn. Wonder why the enemies aren't dead. I think it would have been great. Sad that Dear Daddy Jorbs won't be on YouTube. Life goes on. We can do it again next week. I'm sure a lot of you will have new relationship questions. Gremlin Horn solo is Act 2. Yeah. Same. Me too. You have tons more. You asked ChatGPT to write some for you. I guess I didn't consider that ChatGPT meant that the quality of chat messages would increase as more of them were created by an AI bot with no humanity. Skewer generally gonna be okay in a silent deck that doesn't have any good attacks. Naked Tactician, what do we think? It's against good cards. I could take Escape Plan or Dagger Spray reasonably here. Probably over Skip, I'd take it, but not over cards I actually want. Stop. I have stopped. Go. Okay, I will. Sorry, babe. We need to break up. I need more content for Dear Daddy Jorbs. Pretty sure I end turn. Relatively sure. Is my XCOM run looking like victory? I think I could lose it easily if I tried. I don't hate a poison stab. I'll take a poison stab. Kind of. I don't know. I chose to fight this elite fight, and maybe I shouldn't have, but now that I'm here, it might be a good idea to have a little bit of help for it. Health isn't supposed to go up versus Jawworm, but our deck is very powerful. It has some of the best silent cards in it. Skewer and poisoned stab. I guess I didn't have to neutralize those. Whoops. There was no way to know. Ow. Venom's pretty good when it costs 0. You think 1,000 cuts would have been better? I assumed as I looked at the powers that 1,000 cuts was better than Venom. Clearing the artifacts for poison stab was kind of matter. 29 damage later, I have been rewarded with an unceasing top. Oh dear. Is it slice time? Whoa! Dish Soap, thanks for the raid! Welcome in, everybody! We are playing Club Penguin. It's a brand new virtual reality game from Mattel. How's it going, everyone? How many hours do I have of Slay the Spire? Depends what you mean exactly. Like 8,000 or something, probably. Dish Soap is rank 1 TFT. Only until I get on the ladder. That's pretty rad. I was Challenger Season 1, so I'm pretty good at that game too. God, TFT has gotten too hard for me. There's too many things going on the screen. I enjoy watching it though. Lots of bright lights. That works for me. Yes, sure. Thanks for gifting us up to Dish Soap as well. We've been asking Daddy Jorbs for dating advice. Yeah, today we're trialing a new segment on the show where we do Dear Daddy Jorbs. So if you have any relationship advice questions, they don't have to be dating. It could be your relationship with your body pillow of Charmeleon, or this is a non-judgmental safe space, and you know, really feel free to participate however you would like, except don't fucking backseat me. All right, dagger throw. I think this silent run is not going super well. How often should you call your mother? I'm on the phone with my mother right now. My mother thinks that I could be played by Ryan Reynolds in a movie, which, like, is the nicest thing anybody has ever thought about me. She did an okay job of raising me and everything, but, like, really, that's the thing that makes me love her. Dear Danny Jorbs, my cat is an asshole. What to do? Your cat is actually lovely. It's just looking for more attention from you. There, now you feel bad. Mission successful. Dear Daddy Jorbs signing off. What's the best way to clean your char mussy? I hope you're not identifiable by your Twitch account. Holy shit. The American government is actually assembling a task force to track you down right now. You've never heard of Dear Daddy Jorbs, but is it cool to say hi to chat after telling your girlfriend good night? I think, like, that's fine. That's fine, right? Like, you can go to sleep, I think, 5 times per night in terms of how other people perceive. There's like the good night at work, done with work. Then the good night to your like acquaintances, the people you talk to sometimes who don't want to talk to all the time. For them, I go to sleep at about like 7. Then you say good night to I'm not sure if like your significant other or the reality TV show you're watching right now comes first. And then you play video games for like 6 hours and then you actually go to bed, right? This is how it works for me. When you say goodnight moon, tomorrow? What does Arya Stark say? Not today. I might have to take Infinite Blades so I don't die to Guardian, which is miserable. I'm just taking a Piercing While. Heart's okay, right? Could bottle it. I would rather not. None of these are great bottles. Let's take the blue key. I might need this potion to beat Guardian, unfortunately. This run is not very pog. But my job is to play 6 hours of video games? Well, yeah, I do that for my job, and then I spend like an hour socializing, and then I do it for myself. I still identify with a tweet that was something along the lines of, if I said goodnight to you, and you see me playing video games 4 hours later, it's not that I lied, it's that I failed. The plan was always to fail. We gotta make the number go higher in Orb of Creation. We gotta get our final unlocks. Gotta reach Ascension 20. There's important shit to do. Man, this fight does not feel like it's going to go very well. Maybe I use Cultist Potion here, actually. And then I just die to Guardian. That's fine. We'll find something that kills Guardian, right? How could we not? Dear Daddy Jorbs, I haven't slept in 2 days. What to do? Jesus fuck. Maybe a walk? Legitimately? I think going for a walk might help. Is revenge against an ex ever worth it? If it's funny enough. I think that's the key. Is it something that you can... I mean, ideally your ex would also be able to laugh about it. Some types of pettiness are just really, really funny. And it's just the truth. I remembered I had Unceasing Top. The next card in my deck was the best one. Unlucky. Dear Daddy Jorbs, why are we using this address? Because I'm a father figure. I'm fatherly, and it's nice to ask me things because I always give good advice. It's kind of weird to take footwork right after you pick up Orichalcum, and like the only thing that's good in your deck is the Orichalcum. But also, it's equally weird to pick up Backflip, and I'm not going to skip. So. You love me, but fatherly is not how you would describe me? Well, I mean, okay, but you don't know that for sure. Does death really begin in the colon? I wouldn't know. I think it often starts in the Gremlin Up fight, actually. Ooh, these are cards. Thanks, Hacksaw. kind of have to take Crippling Cloud because I have to apply poison to the Guardian so that the Guardian will die. I do have some card removes. That's like the thing that is strong about the run at the moment. I maybe shouldn't have done what I just did. That's okay. I might have needed to upgrade one of my poison cards to win this fight. Is the only thing. You've rolled several nat 20s this past week and have not yet found the crit Oris. Okay. It's just, if a vagina were a boss fight, the Critoris is where the weak point would be. That's where you get like 4x damage. I think once you understand that, it's like just not that hard. So what do you do for your job? Oh, you know. Normal stuff. What is the Guardian actually? It's like, it's just a hedgehog, right? It's just what hedgehogs look like. It happens to actually reveal its true form, which is unusual for hedgehogs, but this is just what hedgehogs do. I think I need that poison. We are well on our way to losing a Guardian fight at the moment. I do this one because I want to make sure I can play Poison Stab, I guess. Captain Red, thanks for 33 months. You've been reading my book the past week and have subsequently recommended to everyone you know. Thanks for that experience, you filthy memer. Hey. Thank you, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You can leave reviews on Goodreads and barnesandnoble.com as well. What else can you do? That might be about it right now. I don't know if Amazon reviews are open yet. I did it. I beat the Guardian. Yours must be a wild first date. I think I'm like a pretty boring first date. I mostly just ask people questions about themselves and try to get a sense of whether I would enjoy going on a second date with them. It's very like vanilla. I don't know. First dates are fun though. Like, it's nice to learn things about new people. It's like the second and third dates that kind of suck when you're like, oh wait, I don't actually like this person that much. Congrats on the boss kill. Did you know there are 3 more acts? That's fucked. I'm gonna take a Wraith form, but I mean, I don't think it makes my deck good. It just happens to be a Wraith form. I think we Astro here. Turn these strikes into upgraded cards. I think that's more exciting than Hovering Kite. Do I hook them up to a lie detector? No, I hook people up to things on the second and third dates. Noxious Fumes Plus is not bad. Leg Sweep Plus, Dagger Split Plus. Okay. Dear Daddy Jorbs, I just went on a first date and my date called himself a vanilla first date. Advice. Vanilla is the best flavor. I mean, it's like that or chocolate. When do I make them take a polygraph test? Would you take a polygraph test, Twitch chat? If it meant you could date me, don't answer that. Don't. I would rather not know. How much money do I make? $69 an hour. This is not a terrible potion. I feel like these are really good transforms. It goes a very good Astrolabe. I think I already said that like twice, but I'm gonna say it again. Maybe I don't need these cards. 420 hours of work a month. Yep. How many hours are there in a month? 420. Has anyone, like, checked? I watched, during my 6 hours after I said goodnight to people where I didn't go to sleep, I watched a like, YouTube documentary on the history of the Mirage window smoke in Counter-Strike, which I now know quite a lot about. And it's pretty impressive how many ways to throw that smoke they just didn't try for like 8 years. As far as I can tell. They just like kept on finding better and better ways to throw it. And some of them don't seem like they were that hard. It's a good video. You love that video? It is a good video. I was recommended as well. Which makes me think, like, how many ways are there of making a joke about 420? That's its scientific name. That we haven't thought of yet. Like, there must be some. At least 69. I think people had thought of that one already. The actual purpose of Twitch.tv is to find the answer to that question. One day we're just gonna wake up and the website's gonna be down and it'll be replaced with a little, like, blog post from Bezos. There are 7,233 420 jokes. That'll be the extent of the blog post. Twitch.tv has now served its purpose and will be brought offline. A well-laid plans? Anchor's okay. Card remove's kinda starting to suck. A good card remove skewer. Didn't end up being a skewer run. There's still time though. Get a Necronomic Curse, could get some energy and a Chemex. I don't know how I'm getting a Chemex. That seems hard. That seems far-fetched. I do need well-laid plans. Hopefully that gets me through the champ fight. I take deflect and backflip. Nah. Take a backstab. Could remove a defend. I could remove a defend. I could remove a defend and buy a backflip. You ever do something for 8,000 hours and then realize you have no idea how to do it? It's kind of fucked up. There's actually a video of that smoke. Yeah, I wasn't lying. I also greatly enjoy like hour-and-a-half long video essays about the Battle of Midway. I've watched 3 of those. I know I could probably talk confidently about the Battle of Midway for 2 minutes right now, having spent 4.5 hours watching video essays about it. It was between America and Japan. Anyway, they're great. They have like nice graphics and stuff. Solid start. Thank you. Thank you. I do have an escape plan as well. That's another reason to like remove skewer instead of defend. That can matter. That can definitely matter. Alright. By skewer. I've seen the one about crashing Super Mario 64 by RNG manipulation with a pendulum. I have not. Lose all of your gold? Ugh. I don't think so. You drive a hard bargain. Is it a Drakifnal? I don't know what that means. If you're asking me who made the video, I have no idea. I just like mindlessly click on things on the internet. My computer has 612 gigabytes of RAM at this point. I have downloaded a lot. All right. I'm talking about Monty Meyer. Monty Mayor? Montemayor? How do you think that's pronounced? There are just so many good options. What do you think people did before 1999 Love Balloons was released? That must have been hard. Waited for it to be released. Me and the next Game of Thrones book. There's another backflip. There's an acro. I've managed to build a deck which acro isn't very good in right now. Embarrassing. Not sure backflip's very good in it either. I just spent 55 for the last one. Oh. Interesting. So I have to get through an elite fight. Upgrading Crippling Cloud to that end feels pretty good. Let's just upgrade Wraith Form. Are you sick of being tangible? I don't know if I can play Wraith Form here. But not playing Wraith Form here seems pretty bad too. Shit. I think it's fine. I played the Packmaster mod. I played it for about 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, I like the other stuff more. And then I played the other stuff instead. That was the argument for not playing Dagger Throw, was that I can draw Apparition. I guess discarding the Apparition there isn't like the end of the world though. Was Packmaster the one that pandered to me with cards labeled Dig? No, that was something else. That was one that I was paid to play. Which was pretty cool, to be honest. Under pressure. I'm pretty sure I have gotten to the point where I can just play Wraithform next turn. I think we did it. I think we took 0 in the fight, in fact. Keep thinking the run has letter opener. It feels like it would have some way to deal damage, the run. But it turns out that it just doesn't, actually. Like, actually, nope. But maybe this thing drops letter opener? That could be fun. Meal ticket, alright. Okay. If I had more card draw, concentrate would be okay. I do not. Do not have more card draw. I can't even upgrade card draw, really. I can upgrade Footwork, I can upgrade Crippling Cloud, I can upgrade Well-Laid Plans, I can start upgrading Apparitions. Upgrading Apparitions isn't that bad here. I think 1 Well-Laid Plans upgrade, 1 Apparition upgrade maybe. Don't want these. Hey, Art of War. I'm not sure that's actually good. It's a nice thought, though. Calling Spinning Top card draw would be stretching the limits of hyperbole. Spinning Top does make Concentrate better. I'm not sure it makes it better enough to take, but it does make it better. I've had Spinning Top go off pretty hard in some silent runs in my life. Damage is boring the enemy to death. Very true. Unfortunately true. The damage is Wraith form, weirdly. know who this is. It's the Clash! It's Ruck the Casbah! Oh, okay. Embarrassing. I'm gonna take Catalyst and upgrade it. I now have damage. Clash of Steel got a lot worse when Art of War arrived. Dear Daddy Jorbs, I like this one game, but I'm afraid to play it because it may not like me back. What do I do? Is this a metaphor? I think, if you're in a situation where honesty is appropriate, honesty is a good idea. If you're not in a situation where honesty is appropriate, unfortunately, sometimes liking a game just not enough to mean that you're going to be with a game. Dear Father Jorbs, I hope this message finds you well. I am just writing to ask how you are doing. Question. I'm doing okay. It's 10:30 p.m. I kind of feel tired, but I think I'm going to stream for another 5 hours. Good night, Dank Dad. I think I do take an Akra now. Art of War made it significantly better. It's 10:30 p.m. and you're tired. Do you know where your kids are? I have no idea where my children are. The diaspora of Jorb's children is unknowable to me. Dear parental figure Jorbs, I'm not sure why we're writing messages in chat like this, but I feel obligated to join in. See, that's called peer pressure. You shouldn't give in to peer pressure. If Twitch chat jumped off a bridge, would you? If executives from Disney pushed Twitch chat off a bridge, one after the other. Wait a second. I just realized that I've taken 2 damage by playing backflip. Dear Father Jorbs, I'm glad your last letter found me. I am doing well. It is cold here in Tennessee, but the Confederates have avoided us since February for fear of our artillery fire. Disease hounds us, but morale is high. I want to know what comes next. Historical fiction about the Civil War is just a universal guy thing, I think. The Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack. Historic fiction about the Civil War. And homoerotic friendships. All just normal male things. Having a crush on Keanu Reeves. Tech decks. Tech decks, yep. Nice, Kendra. Dear Daddy Jorbs, I wrote you, but you still ain't callin'. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters back in autumn. You must not have got 'em. There probably was a problem at the post office or something. Yep. Also picking lesson learned even when it's not the best option. Yep. Typical guy behavior. Dudes rock. Making sword and lightsaber noises with our mouths. Urinal jousting. That might have just been the fraternity I was at, actually. I didn't say that. If you have not urinal jousted, you have not lived. I wasn't actually part of a fraternity. But I did go to my friend's college graduation and he was part of a fraternity. And we peed in a sink together. It was as normal as that can be. Really not much to say about it. I wish I feel like I'm within an order of magnitude of popularity of being able to hit tabloid headlines when I do something embarrassing. And I just feel like it would be really fun to do that like once or twice in my life. Imagine how many good tabloid headlines you could get out of my life. It's too bad. They're focused on like more boring people who have more mass appeal or notoriety or followers. Fuck him, is my opinion. The world wants to know what Jorbs thinks. He's sassy, good Teddy. Don't need these cards, I don't think. Unless I have no upgrades, in which case I could take Prepared. No, I can just upgrade Apparition. This song takes you back to high school. Are you 12? Sorry. Me too. You want to know what Jorbs thinks? You've bought all of his books. That's commitment. Apparently you bought my book twice. Thank you. I probably make like upwards of 50 cents each time you do that. Do I win this? I could imagine this fight getting very awkward. Just lost an apparition. "86-year-old Jorbs shows his face to the public for the first time in 2 years and looks awful." Tabloid headline. Is this my future? Finally, cultural relevance. Oh, thanks, Doc Brizzy. Do you think when I'm like 80 I will hit on 23-year-old movie starlets in inappropriate ways like Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson is the one hitting, like, he's not the movie starlet. Unclear referencing going on there. Sorry about that. Can you retain ethereal? You can click on it, but it will exhaust. So, depending on exactly how literal you are being, probably the answer is no. Probably the answer is no. Maybe people will start using ChatGPT to make tabloids for increasingly small communities. That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. The fragmentation of mass media. It's already happening a little bit. Mass media, like, it had a 100-year heyday, maybe. Maybe not even. But it definitely feels like it's fractured a lot. Like, Twitch streaming is already starting to stress mixed media a little bit, right? All of a sudden you have homegrown micro-celebrities all over the place. You're welcome, Leonard. What would be the new term after mass media? I don't know. But, like, mass media is relatively new in human history. It used to be very normal that your entertainment would come from, like, someone you knew or someone who was in town to perform a show for a relatively small audience. Radio and all that shit. Stuff got really weird. Bullet time. Bullet time makes, like, Runic Pyramid a much more appealing pickup. Also, maybe lets me pick Snecko Eye. I'm not sure that I want to pick Snecko Eye. We could just take Tools. Tools is like 5. It is a Runic Pyramid. Yeah. I'm gonna click it. Dear Daddy Jorbs, what sort of soil conditions would you recommend for growing a celebrity? It's all about the loam. I think you want a good loam. Video killed the radio star, Twitch killed the video star, and so it goes. I think the video stars are doing completely fine. I think they're doing okay. How much money has Pedro Pascal made in the last year? More than me. Zek kind of has to draw Crippling Cloud and Noxious Fumes to deal any damage, turns out. Harry did it. Kind of. I take 1 if I Crippling Cloud Piercing Well. Are Twitch people not also sort of video stars? It depends. Some of them are pictures of cats. Wait. You aspire to be a picture of a cat when you grow up? Why wait? There's no time like now. Well, You dated a soil science major for 10 years. What did I miss? Oh, I don't know. Are we talking about different types of loam? I love this. I love this for us. I know a lot about loam because I looked at an infographic about it once. I think we want European loam. European boggy loam. Is that a thing? I'm kind of just saying words. It must be a thing. It's a thing now. The triangle infographic one? Do you think there's only one of those? There might only be one of those. Maybe we saw the same one. Did you feel like we were holding hands while you were looking at it? Tell me honestly. Huh. Wait. It's kind of a weird one because on the one hand, I feel like it's a pretty easy Mark of the Bloom, but on the other hand, I don't think the upgrades I got are actually that good. I don't know, it's kind of weird. The apparition upgrades are good, but I think I could have kind of just gotten them on my own. And the other upgrades aren't that exciting. How many infographics can there possibly be, Michael? Was the information called Loam Down? It was not, but it should have been. Hey, Trail. Escape Plan Plus? Sure. I'm a little bit bad at attacking this. Also, do I take 1 damage this turn? Feels wrong. Oh, cat. You are so much in front of my computer monitor. What a handsome cat you are, though. Gosh, you're so handsome. Does he know how handsome he is? What do you think? Maybe I should tell him more. Hi. I think he knows. How long have I had Zephyr? I got him in the second half of 2011. Choose a card to discard. So what is that, 8 years ago? Oh no, Skewer. You were the chosen one. Oh, I could buy a new one. Not gonna do that. Let's buy more of these. Honestly, this potion's kind of good. I'm just gonna card remove though. Card remove this because it doesn't let me turn, maybe? Also doesn't replace itself. You adopted your cat in 2009. She's been the only constant in your adult life. It's super cute. Yeah, Zephyr's been with me through a very large amount of shit. Zephyr and I have shared many things in our lives. No against the storm, question mark, or last spell. I don't see them. I think this is Slay the Spire. I've probably gone through more of his shit than he has of mine. I have scooped a lot of his poo. You're not wrong. What do you think about the, like, automated cat litter things? I've never tried one because I've always assumed that my other cat would be terrified of the noises it would make. But I don't know. I guess I could try one. My other cat's, she's a very anxious cat. And I have found a way for her to poop in a way that isn't destroying my house. Mostly. And I think I'm just gonna roll with that. Hey, McLovin! Glad you could catch a stream. Your cat went on a thirst strike because his water hopper bubbled at him once while he was sipping it. We don't deserve cats. Gosh, they're just so wonderful. You know, like, the auto scoopers is good to know if your cats are having tummy troubles. I feel like some of them come with, like, an app that tells you about the poop now. Nice! Now I have a decay. I kind of want that deadly poison. Too bad. You stopped trusting robots with cat poop after the Roomba accident. I have fortunately not had one of those yet. I do a quick check before the Roomba runs, which has caught some situations that would have become bad. before they became bad. Kind of a cool run so far. It was iffy, and then I found apparitions and pyramid, and now we have one, I think, is basically what's happening. Is that your vibe as well? This is the run that almost died to Guardian. It is. Good thing about the one runs is that I can chat more. Everybody always wants to know my opinions about cat poop. That's what being a streamer is all about. It's been 20 years? I mean, it's been like a kind of long run. I don't think it's quite been 20 years. But yeah, we have we don't really have any damage in our deck, so fights do take a while. My opinions on poop in general, better than not poop. When you consider the two options, definitely better than not poop. Turnip. A bouncing flask. Now I can kind of deal damage. A paper crane. That seems unnecessary. I'm gonna go to the question marks because they take less time than hallway. It's a hallway fight. Okay. Thankfully, your cat doesn't like to play with his poop, so it's really found outside of the litter box. He hated the water splashing from the flower spout of his first water fountain, though, so I had to get one without a spout. Not too bad. I feel like that's very reasonable. I wonder how accurately the way that we treat our cats predicts how we would be as landlords. It's an interesting question. I like to think that I'd be a good landlord, but I don't know. I don't have much patience for Zephyr's complaints about his living situation. This card's okay. I have 9 turns of intangible, which is like maybe enough against the heart with this deck. No, that, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take this. It finds me damage so much faster. This is just a card remove. I'm okay with that. I wonder if Decay is better, actually, than like, maybe better than Flash of Steel? I don't know. It's probably better than a lot of things. Good and Landlord are two different circles of the Venn diagram. Maybe there's better and worse, though. I take your point. And largely agree from personal experience. I had a landlord in LA who I think was kind of okay. He had a house that was bigger than he needed, so he rented out parts of it, and he didn't charge us an unreasonable amount of money, and he never like had anything about like, hey, you are late on rent and you have to do it and stuff. He was like very understanding. even when I was late on rent. And anytime that we needed something fixed, it got fixed in like a week. Like, I feel like given the circumstances, not bad at all. Did he taste good? It was my first time, so I prepared it, I think, with too many spices. Sounds better than okay. Overly reasonable, I would say. Overly reasonable. Next turn... Ooh, Donu's dead. Next turn I'm... Maybe a double Piercing Wail that just blocks? I drew Wraithform. This got weird. I was gonna Calculated Gamble. Sure. I just want to find the damage. You know. There's damage in the deck. Arguable. He wants to do the math on when I should play Catalyst. Someone else can do the math, and I'll just believe you. Whatever you come up with. I'm guessing it's after I play Bouncing Flask again. It's a catalyst for next fight. Oh. I'm only slightly concerned that I'm dead here. Does this kill that? Very close. Math comes out, so when you have it in your hand. So if this dies, then we have 5 turns from now to kill this. And this is dead, right? Yeah. I just need to put a little bit more poison on this one. Cool. That should be tons. Oh, for fuck's sake. Something gave me exactly 1 block. You just on turn now? Go. I am clueless again. Doing alright. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. Feels like I've been streaming for like 2 days. I don't know. I'm taking a couple of days off later this week, and I am looking forward to it a lot. 2 days and 3 hours? Makes sense. That does block. I guess until I... Oh, nice. Until I actually need to, I can probably hold the intangibles. -35 degrees Celsius there. That's kind of hot. Taking a whole week off work in the beginning of May. Sounds ideal. Are you going to be able to go back again? What if I go to LA for a week to sit on the beach and then decide that I just want to sit on the beach in LA for the rest of my life? Actually, still don't have fumes in play. It's awkward. You're going to Finland in July. Sounds fun. I have a friend here who is Finnish. He took me to see a Finnish comedian who was touring the US. Sounds like they have saunas. That's basically what I got out of it. There's more than one person in chat defending landlords. We live in a world where everyone is entitled to defense. If that person in Twitch chat didn't defend landlords, who would? Guillotine would defend the landlords? Kinda tempting, though. We live in a world gone mad. What did they say in movie trailers when theaters weren't open? Because you can't say, like, in a theater near you anymore. It's messed up. I hope they're okay. It's illegal to build a moat in Australia. Okay. Is there a reason? Is it about water usage? I feel like it would be about water usage. I went to Sydney once, so I know a lot about Australia. There are people who play tennis there. Yeah, I guess that's most of it. The Australians just blindly accept such blatant tyranny. Imagine a nation of people forming a government to serve them, and then letting it serve them. Wouldn't happen in my neck of the woods, that's for sure. Don't think there's any reason to take a ninja scroll. It just like hurts me when I play the shivs in this fight. Okay. I don't even die to Void because I have an Apparition as well. Or I could discard Wraith Form and then Liquid Memories it. That'd be kind of hot. Died to Gremlin Knob 5 times in an hour? New record for Gremlin Knob. Well done. Gremlin Knob, not you. Well done, Gremlin Knob. Have I ever gone to a drive-in theater? I don't think I have. I remember I had some friends who did it once or twice in high school. I think it was a date option in high school. I remember making fun of my friend who took a girl to a drive-in theater in his truck, and then I forget exactly how it worked. I think she was like, oh, I forgot to bring a sleeping bag to stay warm. And he was like, don't worry, I have a second. What an adorable man. Just one of the sweetest people I know, genuinely. I think he's currently in Ukraine. So holy fuck. He has lived a very interesting life. He didn't go to college. Instead, he went and lived on somebody's floor in Florida for 6 months and learned to day trade. And then he day traded for like 3 years and became not like ridiculously wealthy, but got to a point where we had a good amount of money. And then he decided that he wanted to work on a project to deliver medicines to people in Africa who couldn't get the medicine easily because roads didn't connect quickly between distribution centers in their towns. So they were building drones capable of carrying medicine over mountain ranges in Africa, and this is just like what he did for a while. And now I guess he's in the Ukraine. Or Ukraine, not the Ukraine. Anyway, that's what my friends are up to. I stream Slay the Spire and just have played this game for 8,000 hours, so that's what I do. Pretty cool. Sounds like a drug smuggler? Yeah, fuck him. I'm also taking care of Zephyr. That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm sure Zephyr agrees with my life decisions. Am I getting to the Malcolm Gladwell 10k hours? I have now heard about Malcolm Gladwell for 10,000 hours, yes. Used his drone videos on one of your programming teaching sessions. Did you? Is this real? GG. If we're talking about the same person, fascinating.